Get it right. Get it right.
Did your influencer get it right?
Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's go. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show. Let's get it in. God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in, baby. Bang, bang. You know if Bitcoin pumped, you know we made the gains. Please, my love, go. You know we made the gains. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show. Let's get the lemon into the water. Have a big sip of lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Lemon is just such an amazing smell. Such an amazing taste. Let's get the rollie on. Let's get it in. Let's start our day, baby. And let's get it in. Shout out to everybody here. If you made massive gains with me, put a 333 in the comment section. If you made gains in the trading group, let people know that the trading group is booming to the upside. I've lost the ability to say the R, the trading goopy. But shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for just being awesome. We love you. We appreciate you. And we care about you. This is the last scalp I saw. I saw a shoulder, head, right shoulder. We sold the local top at 98.5. It came back down, went sideways. Got back in at 98.8, 98.7. It started to rip, and this thing looks like it wants to go to $101,000 for BTC. That's my target. I'm in a long right now. It's up about 80 bucks or 109. Ooh, and it looks like it's going to continue. We already made about, I made about, a little under $2,000 already today, and I'm going to let this thing cook. So this is just an add-on trade. And shout out to anyone. We made the trade last night. We've been cooking that trade literally for about 20 hours. And I'll show you exactly what I see happening for BTC in the bigger and the smaller time frames. Wow, even the bot just entered more longs. This thing is hungry for longs, baby. The 4 hour above the 200 MA. Anytime I've seen that, we've had a massive move to the upside. Just boom, boom, boom. We talked about this 1 hour flag all day right here. I showed it. I said this is the flamingo inverted head and shoulder. It went sideways all night, and then boom, we got the rippage to the upside. We're going to show you exactly kind of how I tracked it. I was up. Now, if you're in the trading group, if you're in the trading group, if you're in the 99, I could even say, right? But if you are in the trading Discord, any way to say not to say group, right? But you can see I'm up at 4 in the morning, grinding, 3:39 in the morning, grinding, 3:10 in the morning, showing you the wins, showing you how I'm tracking the gains, teaching you about CPI at 2 in the morning. I'm working from 1:56 a.m., all right? After a whole day of work, my last post at 10:52, then I'm working from 1:56 a.m. all the way till 4 a.m. Then I'm back at 8 a.m. kicking your butt, showing you all the closes. I closed these at 98.355, got in at 95.9. I mean, those are beautiful, beautiful gains. You don't have to sell everything perfectly. Just get in and get out and make some gains for yourself. Add to that P&L and make sure that you're consistently adding to your strategies, learning more and more every single day. So this to me was an obvious flag. A little bit of a dolphin dip to the downside, you could say, try to stop people out who were a little bit late, but we were in here and here, and I was getting in. And again, when you cross the 200 MA on the 15-minute, that's when I go for longs. When you cross the 200 MA on the 1 hour, that's when I open the long. The second this candle was slightly above it, I opened longs with stop losses below. I told you to front run the golden cross. You can go watch the video of me saying that we're going to cross somewhere around there, and I'm showing you, this tells me that we're going to be higher because we're getting a golden cross. You front run golden crosses. It's very simple. See, just the fact that this red line was turning and that I knew, and you can see, you can go back to the tape. Somewhere this weekend, I drew this and I said, they're going to cross somewhere here and we're probably boom. I said this is likely going to happen because the moving averages tell the story. Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder there. We're gone, baby, gone. So anyway, we're going to show you what's likely going to happen continuing further to the upside. Remember, I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. People will come into this comment and say, I called 77K. I said we were going to the downside. I never did that. I said I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. No clue at all whatsoever. Not even like close. So every single day I tell you that I have no idea where Bitcoin's going. So you can't come the next day and say I told you where Bitcoin was going to go. I can tell you where I believe the charts are, telling us what's going to happen. Or not what I believe, but basically what the probabilities convey. Anyway, shout out to the awesome people here. Let me pop out the chat. I haven't taken a look at the chat in a second here. All right. We are the livers. Yeah, XRP running. Oh, yeah, XRP's gone, man. That thing is gone. And I gave you the call for XRP too. It wasn't that hard, but it was obvious to me how we were going to play. Look, this is the trade I gave to the trading group right now, and it's perfectly in profit. You're away for the 21-day moving average. You would expect to pull back now as the 1 hour had its move. And that was a beautiful short squeeze to the upside. Could it have been a bull trap? You never know. We're going to take it one step at a time. We're going to show you. Don't worry, we're going to get there. If you're new to the channel, take a deep breath. But bang, it doesn't get better than this. I'm telling you, it doesn't get better than this. It really doesn't. All right, let's start fresh and begin our journey here together with BTC. 99,250 for Bitcoin. Not too shabby. You see here, so I can control two things at once. Over here, I don't like to lose. I'd rather just get stopped out or break even later. So there we go. Okay, so look, the weekly candle, super amazing. Also 1, 2, 3, and the wicks get bigger each time. Successive buy pressure. There are supply shocks. Michael Saylor putting pressure. See what he's doing? When he keeps buying it, he's making them realize that if they don't get enough, he's going to take market share. He's almost buying it to force them to buy it. He's done buying. He doesn't need to buy anymore. He needs to force them to buy it. So he keeps buying it so they have to buy. You see what I'm saying? You see what's going on? And with the supply shock there, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, my friends. So it's get down or be put down by the Bitcoin game. It's going to continue to push people further to the upside in the economic game here. So anyway, I see this as a flag for BTC, but I'm not out of the water yet. What if we dump back down here and this does make, I don't want to be completely overly bullish. Just like I don't want to be overly bearish. I'm open-minded at all times. Anything could happen. We could still be headed back down to this Fibonacci. Now, the odds are getting lower and lower because why? We crossed the 200 MA on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. I teach you this every single time, whether you listen to me or not, or whether you pull it in. But I say, hey, watch that 1 hour. If we get above the 1 hour 200 MA, look for the 4 hour. If we get above the 4 hour 200 MA, this can't win. The Bears can't win. The Bears can't dump you if you can't get back. You got to get back above the 200 MA. All right. So anyway, I'm bullish right now because I'm above the 1 hour 200 MA. As long as we stay above the 1 hour 200 MA, we will remain bullish. Period. All right. So that's just right off the bat. But we could get rejected here, top of the channel, come back down. It's not out of the water yet. There's still a chance. Maybe you come all the way back down to the 618, bounce off 80,000. This is possible. I want you to keep it in your radar. I don't want you to get overly bullish. But again, remember, but I also want you to keep your rules. We're above the 1 hour 200 MA. The bulls can't win until we go back below that. Understand how important the 200 MA is. Understand the parameters. Stick to those parameters. Don't flip-flop. See, the key is to knowing yourself. If you know yourself, you won't move all around. You'll stay straight. You'll stay focused on the task at hand. You can't be a flip-flopper, flipping and flopping and groping all over the place. All right? And pay yourself. Remember to pay the trader. Pay the trader. I just got stopped out. A little bit of bearish div there, but it looks like we could still go sideways. We're going to get to that in a second. So right now, there's two scenarios possible. It still is possible we could break down, but right now the bulls are in control. I traded bullishly and took a piece of the market. I'm a day trading. Day trade leverage. I swing trade altcoins, and I basically get into alts on the low and build positions, right? I hold my alt positions for 18 months, 2 years, 3 years if I have to. Okay? As a leverage trader, I tend to do a day trade. Every time I try to make it longer than a day trade, I do very, very well when I day trade. You know, a couple thousand a day. Today, last 2 days in a row, over $1,500 a day. I'll take it, man. And just keep stacking. Keep stacking. Sam was... 4 hour about to get above the 200 MA, Sammy, hopefully. The 4 hour is already above the 200 MA. What do you mean about? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. We're well above it already. You're looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but like, let's, I want to make sure you're not messing up there. So look, now there's previous resistance on the weekly. 98.5, and I kept telling you 98.5, right? 98.5, baby. Mix 98.5. That was the radio station I grew up listening to, Jamma 94.5 with Baltazar in the morning. Yep, I can still do that. So that is a bullish engulfing candle, and that's a huge wick. This is why I was long. The daily looked amazing. So again, it's in the cards here that we could be making this bigger ascending triangle. We could head up all the way to the top, come back down and get tight, and then that will break us out further to the upside. So right now we can agree that the falling wedge is out until if we go back below 97.2. And we're back above 97.2, everybody. My saving grace. I told you, I flipped bullish above 97.2. I'm a little bit bearish below 97.2. We're back above 97.2 and healthily above it with a bullish engulfing candle here. I'm a happy camper. So weekly support, 97,200 is now back in action. Only 1 week did we really stay above it with that insane doji candle. And so, yeah. There's no resistance till we get to about $101,000. I don't see how we can't get to the all-time high there, or at least the weekly candle closing high of 104.6. Then maybe we double top, and then maybe we still come down. You never know, everyone. We got to take it one step, one day, one candle at a time. All right? No matter what anyone says to you, are they going to show up every single day? Are they going to be here every single day? And I got eyes on a 1 minute scalp here. It looks like it's about to get busy. Remember, the 1 hour has legs. The 1 hour suggests that we could continue to the upside here. And that's kind of looks like an uptrending cup and handle, you see? That looks like you could continue to the upside here further. And it's all TA all day here. Okay, today is all TA. I'm not going to lecture you. I'm not going to preach. I guess maybe I will now, but I'm going to be all about the technical analysis here, straightforward, all day long. You're going to learn something every minute of the day here. So a bit of an uptrending. There is a bearish div here that has me a bit concerned. That's why I'm not in the trade right now, and we're going to keep breaking that down. But I just wanted to kind of school you to the 1 minute while I'm dancing around here with the bigger time frames. We're going to now move to the 3-day chart, but this suggests we go further up. The weekly is now above support, and now we want Sunday night. All we want Sunday night is for the weekly candle to close above 98.5. 98.5 would be a blessing. If we can get further up here, if we end up somewhere in the 100,000s, so be it. But man, if we went sideways for the rest of the week, it would be a blessing. We would be above 98,500, 97.2, 2 weekly candle closes, and I'd be a very happy camper. So, bang. Now we go to the 3-day chart. And on the 3-day, I've been saying this now for the last just 2 or 3 days. And I'm the king of broken patterns. I'm telling you right now, I'm very good at trading broken patterns. Like, I don't like to toot my horn too much, but one thing I'm really good at is when they break the pattern one way and they flip it another. It's something I've never seen any other trader really do. Most people just kind of like, they don't. But what I'm telling you is this was a falling wedge. They broke it out. They broke back inside. Because the bottom trend line held on the bounce, then the falling wedge was still intact. It just had a fake out. So what I do is I blotch this out with the same color, act like it was never there, right? And you can see this is a falling wedge that's just about to break out. And it did break out. And now we're on our way. So they faked the breakout, got a bunch of people to go long, dumped it down, got a bunch of people to go short, pumped it up, got a bunch of people to go long, dumped it down, got a bunch of people to go short, and then flipped it long. And now they've made a double bottom on the daily, and now there's a percentage idea that something's going to brew here. We're going to get some type of pump. The 1 minute looks like there's about to be a pump coming. If you entered this trade on the 1 minute, there could be a nice move here. Look how the Stokes are pointing up. Look how we kind of keep pushing the previous support as the previous resistance and flipping it into support. There's a little mini SR flip there. That first target takes you to 100,627. The bigger target takes you somewhere up to about 101.7 and 101.250. That looks strong. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get that continuation. At the same time, I didn't pull the trigger yet, so I'm not in the trade. Takes a second for me. I got to really finish my top down and be patient. I've learned my lessons. So as far as I'm concerned, the 3-day chart's in a bull flag that broke out, and I'm bullish. You see what I'm saying? And I'm basically stating my case. And then the daily as well has bounced off of what's called a double bottom. And I don't really care about the wick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be your neckline. Neckline to the head being, and this has a 68% chance of booming further to the upside. 68% chance going to $112,427 is the target. I told you, we're back above 97.2. We're back above the 4-hour Tutor to May. Bitcoin pumping a little bit here to 99,400 out of the cup and handle as we just suggested it may. That trade right there, 99,100, deciding to get a bit of a movement here. And it looks like it may continue up at least to start to go more sideways. The 1 hour looks hot. We're going to get into that. So bang, look at the daily. Curving on the banana curve. Lack of momentum on the MACD. RSI getting above the medium line. When the RSI gets above this yellow line, look at the double bottom on the RSI. RSI carrying a bullish pattern. I kept saying the 1 hour had never been this low on the RSI. We'll get to that too. So much to talk about of why it looked like a local bottom. 99,500 for Bitcoin. Beautiful pump out of the cup and handle. Booming. You are in the gains if you even thought of sniffing on this trade. It's at 99.6 now. You can move this stop loss to break even for crying out loud and still see where this thing goes. Nice little pump there for Bitcoin on the 1 minute. While we're giving you the weekly top-down analysis, we're still able to flip you to that 1 minute chart and keep you going. We do not stop. We love you. This is a fun, positive, packed channel full of information, knowledge. If you like knowledge, if you like pushing yourself to the limit, then this is the place for you. I like being around the extremists, people that take knowledge to the extreme. I spend 99% of my time gaining knowledge, learning something, putting the piece of the puzzle together, and I'm around people that do the same. If you love knowledge, put a 333 in the comment. If you're going after your best self, put a 333 in the comment. If you love being here every single day, put a 333 in the comment. If you live in love, baby, let's go! I stay motivated every single day to push you to your limit so you can live the best life of your entire life. I live my best life to prove to you that you can live your best life. Together we do it every single day. Shout out to Jimmy in the house. What a dude, Swanky Blue, dropping in to say Happy New Year. Hi. Been flying under the radar. Funny, I haven't worn this blue maybe a couple times, but the last time was when you super chatted, right? So it's funny, like, I got like 15 jackets, but you come in when I'm wearing the blue, baby. Hey, shout out to Jimmy. We love you. We appreciate you. You don't have to give, but you do, and that $50 will come back to you tenfold. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check DIA on the daily? Shout out to Joker NYC, starting it off with the super chats. We'll get into DIA on the daily here from Joker NYC. Wow, 99,750. Bitcoin pumped beautifully out of that 1 minute cup and handle to the upside, and I saw it before it happened. You can't say I didn't. Nice little scalp there for BTC. So the daily looks like it's going to continue. The daily's in a double bottom. Again, we'll probably have some resistance at 102,281. Of course we will. But to me, it says, hey, the measured move of this double bottom is what it is, and it could take us to $112,000. And then the measured move of the falling wedge that's breaking out Takes you to $135,998 somewhere by February 21st. That would be a Valentine's Day gift. And look at the daily looking absolutely beautiful, pushing to the upside on the stochastics RSI, my go-to indicator, and that's that banana curve in the stochastics. Last night I said I'm long because I could see it. I gave you guys a video update at about 2 in the morning and broke down Bitcoin exactly as the best I could. All you can do is the best you can do every single day. If you believe that you're doing your best, the universe is going to give you its best. Amen. You reap what you sow. You'll know what the best is because you'll know if you're pushing yourself to the limit. If you lay down at the end of the night and say, wow, I worked hard today, bang, then you know you did what you had to do. Look at that. That is a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour time frame. I teach my students when we get above the 200 MA that fireworks pop. The last time it happened, we popped. I talked about it on my update last night. I said, remember the last time we broke above the 4-hour? And boom, I study this. I expected this 100%. This was supposed to happen. If it didn't, I would have thought it an anomaly. You see? Now look, we're far away from the 21. That's why I decided to take some profit. Likely that we're going to get some type of pullback now, unless we're on some parabolic rise. And then that takes me to the 1 hour, which went from the dotted stoke to the top of the dotted stoke. Again, you don't have to get the whole move. I got most of it. I got in here, I got out there. You know, some people got in here and got out there. Like, you know, some people got in here and sold there. I think I got in like right around there. I was in even earlier. I was in what, 95 something? 95.8. So yeah, I got in somewhere here. Sold somewhere right there. Some people got in here, sold there. Some people made more money on this move than I made on that move. Somebody made less money on this move than I made on, you know what I mean? And a lot of people got what? A lot of people shorted and got absolutely decimated, liquidated. You have to remember, every time we win, there's a lot of people that get absolutely rocked and wrecked. I want to state right now, I am not in a trade. I see a bearish divergence there on that 1 hour time frame, as the RSI and price action look a little sketch. Okay, just something to think about there. That's a swing high. Well, that's a swing low on the RSI. That's called a bearish divergence. When the RSI swings down or flat, while price action swings aggressively up, that is a bearish divergence. Understand your bearish divergence. All right. Man, gainitis is all around. It hurts. It hurts. The gainitis is coming in all over us. And it's impossible to get away from. I wish I could stop it. I'm sorry. If you're in the trading group, I really apologize for the gainitis. We'll get you some gainitis cream and try to rub it in each night, but there's really no cure for it. Once you get the gainitis, I'm afraid it's over for you forever. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all. Much love for you, Sam, the Phil Jackson of crypto. You built us up mentally for the charts daily to be champions of the crypto. Salute. Amen. God bless you, official Gemcast class podcast, man. We love you and we appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing. So 99.5, 99.5. Stay alive to keep 99.5. Look at the local resistance, 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 bounce, fall through, resistance, resistance, push, get above. These two levels are going to be closely watched today. So bang, 98.6 and bang, 97.229, of course, right? It looks like it go up a little more, like 97.3. But nonetheless, this is the key. These are the key areas that we're watching. So I'd like to see, personally, I'd like to see us go sideways again, just like we did here. Remember the end, the stream was here. We made massive gains. It was like 9:30, right? It was 5 in the morning. We got the pump. And then I said, look for the 1 hour to come back to the 21. Go sideways. I said, wait for the 50 to cross the 200 MA, or no, wait, but watch that. I said, flag it out. If you get a flag, take the trade. Pretty simple stuff. Like the way I teach is very simple. I don't think it takes a lot of time here. You know, you come here for 5 to 10 sessions and this stuff should start to kind of blend into your brain. Your subconscious mind should start to build a foundation for you to learn. It's focus and discipline. How did I go 1,509 shows straight, right? I mean, it seems impossible. And who cares about me? How does anybody stay consistent through focus and discipline? Focus and discipline is not racist. I said it. It's not racist. It does not pick colors. If you have focus and discipline, you will win. Somehow, some way, the universe will see your frequency rise. There's no way you can't win. Everyone I've seen keep their focus and discipline is in a better place than they were years later. Whether they're rappers, figure skaters, swimmers, YouTubers, gardeners, I don't care, plumbers, I don't care what you are. If you have focus and discipline, you will be better off years from now. People will ask you, oh, you know, Sam's doing great last time I saw him. So I'm looking for this pullback here for Bitcoin. There's a chance we go parabolic. The small time frames could give away that they're making some type of beautiful flag. And so, but for the most part, it's likely we're going to head back to the 21. Beautiful short squeeze pump. It took all day. We waited and waited. 20, 30 hours. We got our move. Boom, to the upside. I don't know if I would short it, but it does look like there could be a pullback here. Back to about 98.6, 98.5. And you're just too far for the 21-day moving average after a beautiful pump. A little bit of bearish divergence here on the 1 hour time frame too as well suggests that there will be a little bit of a pullback for Bitcoin. What do we want to see? We want to see a flag, maybe even an upward trending flag. You never know. Okay? What we don't want to see, if you're bullish, is you don't want to see a right shoulder ahead and make some right shoulders that could dump us back down to 94,350. That could very well happen, right? Anything is possible here, folks. One step, one moment at a time. Now, what happened is I was watching this divergence, but it wasn't this, you know, and that's why divergence is tricky. It's something you have to keep working at. It's like a broken carburetor. You just keep trying new jets until you find that jet, and then you switch the jet, and then you're in there like swimwear. So let's take a look here. I can't believe I hit a note like that. I wasn't trying to hit a note like that. I didn't even know I had a note in it like me in there. I tell you, I ain't a singer like that. I got a low voice, boy. So we got a full, you know, that's a bullish divvy right there. I mean, that's an uptrend. Well, that's a downtrend, and we did bounce from there. And as I kept saying, I had never seen the RSI get this low on the 1 hour time frame. I feel like to me, that was the saving grace, that there was some type of local bottom brewing here. I found the stochastic here, the RSI, and I went to the lowest point on the 1 hour time frame. And then I went back and I saw all the major dumps brought it there, but that was it. Like, you would have to have a major dump, and we wouldn't really go much lower after that for weeks at a time. And so we went that low on that major dump there, even, you know, and I said, man, that's just, I gotta tell you, that tells me that there has to have been a local bottom. Then but I couldn't believe when they shredded us the other day. It was a Monday, down and up, but I kept my cool. I didn't panic sell. And we ended up getting the V-shaped recovery. And then, as I teach you to long the 1 minute 200 MA, we got above it. And then I was teaching you guys the 5 minute 200 MA. Once we cracked that 5 minute, and you can't say I didn't give you this flag, but I dang well did. It's in my trading group documented. And then we hit the target there. And then I gave you this flag last night. This is what we opened up to gains because we traded the rising wedge. Then we sold the top, and then I said to make this flag, and we did. And then I got in around here with the flamingo inverted head and shoulder, and then we sold up here again. So if you're my trading group, we've been nailing it since the bottom. We got in here, we sold there, we got in here, we sold there, and we've been dominating. Even some of my original trades, if you just got into the 5, you'd still be in gains right now to this day. So again, no, you were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared. Nah, you were scared. You were scared. You were scared. No. You were scared. No, I wasn't scared. You were scared. No, you were scared. No, you were scared. No. You were scared. No. You were scared, and you were scared, and you were scared. It's so hard not to stop doing that. Again, it doesn't matter what Bitcoin was going to do as long as we knew how to trade it correctly. I told you guys, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. And ladies, guys and girls out here, ladies and gents, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. What I do know is how to trade Bitcoin. Okay? That's what I do know. I know how to trade it when it crosses the 1 hour, the 200 MA on the small time frames. I know how to find my divergences. I know what support and resistance gets respected. I know how to find a flag and trade a flag. I know what tight moving averages mean. I know when they're above a point of control. Like right here, we got above this node. I knew we could gap through that hole in the VRVP. I knew once we got above this point and control the red line that we could gap up into this next high volume node. There was 2 gaps, 1, 2. We traded both these gaps, everybody. 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gaps, 4, 5 gaps, 6 gaps, 7 gaps, more. 8 gaps, 10 gaps. Give me those sats. I'm smacking those snaps. 9 gaps, 10 gaps. And so much for that CME gap. Are they going to get it? Let's take a look at that CME gap for a split second. So what I'm seeing here is I would watch your 15, your 5, smaller time frames. If I had any time frames up, I'd have my 5, 15, and 1 hour. And I'd be kind of, and we sold the local top again. It's likely that was it for the moment. And again, using moving averages. How do I know when things are going to cool off? How do I know when things are about to pump? When I'm near the 21, we're likely going to pump. When we're away from the 21, we're going to consolidate. These are simple things. Write it down. If you're away from the 21 and the RSI is high. If you're away from the 21 and the RSI is in the middle, just wait for consolidation. Is there bearish divergence? Yes, there is. Is the Stokes getting into the overbought region? So bearish div, away from the 21. Stokes overbought. You don't chase along. Okay? All right. Rave Psalm Records out here. That's fire. Rave Psalm Records in the house. The guy is world famous. And he's blessing us with his presence. He's unbelievable. God bless all the rockers out there that gave their life to rock and roll. We love you. We appreciate you guys. Blew your ears out. We're on stage all night. We know. It wasn't easy, but you were there for us every single night. I can't believe how many times did I go out and I saw a band play. And think about those guys. They blew their ears out. They were traveling all around. Thank you so much to all the rockers out there, man. We love you guys. I dabbled a little bit, but I'm not going to say, I was on stage 500 times, all different ways. But I was a rapper, man. I wasn't sitting there with but I did play I can play a little bit of guitar, clarinet, and the piano, but I'm not trying to tell myself a genius here. I played the clarinet for a few years in high school. I could still pick it up. I played the piano since I was 4 or 5 years old. I just do a lot of my own stuff, though, like kind of self-taught, play around. And then I played the guitar. I had, lessons from 12 to 16. And I can dabble, but I'm no guru. Skid Row in a tiny place that was loud. Amen. Oh, man. Yeah, I can believe that. How about Sworn Enemy? I used to do a lot of... I was a cameraman, so I used to shoot a lot of, artistic stuff. From museums, symposiums, Summits, corporate videos, all the way to a band called Sworn Enemy screaming at the, death rap and all that. Death rage, whatever you want to call that stuff. I don't even know what it is. Savage rage rock. Death rock or something. I don't even know. Nicest guys in the world. You hang out with them, they talked awesome. Believed in God, were cool, but on stage I know they didn't do that satanic stuff, but they just screamed. It was kind of crazy. It's a little much for me. I can't get into that. If that's your thing, I'm not hating on you. You know what I mean? That Jason K. AERO weekly cup and handle. It bounced perfectly off the 786 thoughts. Yes, I've already given a beautiful update for it in the trading group. Jump on in to see that. You can jump on in and look. Let me just show you how it works here in the trading group. So you're in the group. You're in the Discordio, and you go here and you type in AERO USDT. Type in the ticker too with the and then you'll see. Well, Sam's got a beautiful setup for it already. All right. So yes, Bitcoin is likely pulling back. I am not in a trade. No need to chase a scalp. We made massive gains already. We nailed this candle. If you're in my group, we did it again. People would think that I'm lying. If I showed up every day, I'm like, this guy's lying. He didn't do it again. We really did. It's all on proof. And I was up all night, and I look like I was up all night, right? So, bang. And the AI coins are continuing to rip. I made a video, the top 10 AI coins. I believe that video will serve you right. I still like Vapor, but Vader took over. Ava AI back to 31. Crazy. KOLIN ripped to a new all-time high last night at 3.3 million. I see KOLIN using the supportive resistance here, hanging out inside of a tight channel, and I would not be surprised if KOLIN continues to rip to the upside here to 6 6/10 of a cent. That is my next target for Colin. We were getting in down here. I called Colin before every influencer now is talking about Colin every single day. I don't try to be too rude about it, but I make some of the coolest calls in the game, and nobody gives me credit for it. No one interviews me. No one says, hey, this Crypto Lifer guy. But you know what? I don't really care. We're unsung heroes in the game, but we know who we are. We know who the lifers are. We know what we find, and I find some of the hottest AI agents in the game. And I knew the Swarm would take us to Valhalla, and I still believe it will. So, Vader always takes over. Dude, Vader is awesome. Yeah. Shout out to anyone that jumped into any of the coins we put out. That video I put out is on fire right now. Check it out. Top 10. Can't even talk today. Top 10 AI coins. All right. Shout out to everyone that's giving super chats. Whether you're typing in something in the chat, whatever you're doing to make this show awesome. 2,600 beautiful souls in the show. One of the biggest crypto streams in the game. One of the biggest trading streams in the game. God bless you all. Thank you so much for the love. And we're going to take a look at the NASDAQ for you now, too, and show you kind of what's happening in case you're just looking at the regular market. So this looks like we're getting a pullback. And again, just like I told you yesterday, it was going to take, I don't know, 9 to 8. I thought it would take, anywhere between 6 and 12 hours, a little longer than that. This one looks like it's going to take a little quicker than that, about 8 hours. And you can actually find out by holding shift and going sideways. Make sure you're on the plus sign, though. I'm making dots for no reason. Constellations. But look, it says it could take about 8 hours for this to consolidate sideways before our next big pump. It could continue to rip, too. The smaller time frames. Watch your 5 and your 1. Always just kind of... I'd always have like a 5-minute up. And I'd be just watching your 5-minute here like so. Because there's a chance your 5-minute makes a flag and then just, there's a chance we do rip today to 102K and things get kind of crazy. The odds are lower. The odds are more likely that we make this kind of right shoulder. We hang out, however we do it, the 1 hour comes back down. And it would be beautiful if we could hold support at 98.5 and not go any lower than that. That would be like a really special thing. Doesn't mean we have to. So that's my idea. I would have your 5-minute chart up. I would have my 1 hour chart up. Those are the only time frames I truly believe you need at the present moment in time to get through the day over here. All right? All right. And remember, I am putting out content. I'm going to start pumping out more and more content. Do not sleep. Only 2,800 people watch this. The top 10 AI agents for 2025 gains. I mean, these things are hot off the shelf right now and pumping. You can say they're really not AI. You can say they're going to be in and out. You can say they're whatever you want. People are speculating on them, and they're gaining market share, and they're continuing to rip. Cookie, if you didn't buy Cookie on that dip, I don't know what to tell you. I truly believe Cookie could do amazing things. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but man, Cookie.FUN, man. Cookie.FUN, all right? Just one thing to think about there. Oh, I got to fix that. I've got the shaded region going on over there. Always something over here. I got to do it with a white background. That's what I got to do. Huh? Let me see. Which way do I go? No, I go up to get it out or down to get it down. I got to smooth it out. I'll figure it out later. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Oh, that's what it is. It's like a hot spot. It's like too hot. There we go. I got it. It was just like too hot right there. Anyway, and I'll work on that. You got to watch where you're putting that over there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, though. Awesome AI agents video, Sam, ahead of the game. Amen. Sammy, thanks for getting into weeks. My WXT is up more than 100% what I've invested in, and that's because of the lifer. God bless you, Keith Bradbury. We love you. We appreciate you guys. But look, AI agents absolutely ripping. Doing damage, and we're seeing that across the board. They're back to 17 billion, so they dipped to 13 billion and just came back with a vengeance, a absolute vengeance. So getting a piece of this pie was important. Look, that $2 virtual, it ripped all the way to 368, 229. I mean, virtual just coming back so strong. Ava AI, my baby, I've been talking about it for so long. I got in so early. Ava AI getting above Cerebro now. And I called Ava. Nobody was talking about it. All the other people were on Cerebro, all this other nonsense. I get overlooked all the time. It does not matter. I'm going to show you how we do this game. Pippin continuing to rip too in 7 days. We were looking at Pippin on the radar not too recently. And I just fully believe that Cookie, when it made that dip, was a huge buy. And now it's at 58 cents. And Cookie gives you access. Own 10,000 Cookie for token granted V4. And I own 15,000 Cookie. So now my trading group's going to have access to that. So your $99 just went up because I had the guts to buy 10K, 15,000 cookies. You see what I'm saying? If you ride with me, it's only gonna benefit you over time. The $3 a day goes up in value every single time, and inflation makes that dollar go down. So you're gonna continue to print the money. I'm gonna continue to print the knowledge, right? And so why not join the trading group and continue to make those gains? All right. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. It would be awesome. We're gaining momentum here on our way to 40,000 followers, subscribers. Jump on in today. All right. I put out coins, ideas, thoughts, see some behind the scenes stuff. My own little ideas of everything in life here, you know. Scottie Pippen buying the dippin' and more. Have some fun. Jump into spaces. I'm here on Twitter every single day at CryptoLifer33. I'd love you to jump on into the game. Okay. So this is what I see happening. We could be making a small flag on the small time frames in pump. It's more likely we pull back on the 1 hour back to the 21-day moving average. All right. Both could happen. I am not a psychic. I've seen both happen. Very unlikely that we pump on the smaller time frames. More likely we make a right shoulder here. Double top. There's resistance at 99.5. And we kind of begin to build from here. All right. 99.7 even, we'll call it. So that's where I am with Bitcoin. I don't think we need to kind of do much for Bitcoin after this. We're kind of, we could move on from Bitcoin now. It is 10:52. It's usually it takes us about 40 minutes. All right. So we talked about the fact that this was going to break out if it crossed the 5-minute 200 MA. So they scared everybody with that horrible dump. Made it look like we were going to go nastily, but I said, hey, watch for this to break the 5-minute 200 MA, look for the NASDAQ, and then the NASDAQ ripped. Then today, you could have made the same trade when it broke the 5-minute. Same exact trade. Look at that on the 5-minute time frame. I find the 5 minutes easier for students to learn. It has a few more concrete. It's less, right? You don't get as many flips as the 1 minute, but you get a few less fake outs. So for the beginner, I kind of urge them to use my strategy on the 5-minute time frame. That brings us to the weekly. Let's kind of zoom out here and look at the NASDAQ and see how the last move changed the parameters of things here. So I see them continuing to print money. Now they're going to give $700 to everybody. The second they announce that, the dollar's going to drop immediately. They're going to go put in tons of money into circulation again. What do you think it's going to do? And the $700 isn't going to do a dang thing. It's not going to stimulate the economy. You know what I mean? It's not enough. Most of those people are bagged. There's so much lost value over there. It's insane. $1 million homes with probably antiques in them that you could never get again. I bet, what did Mel Gibson have in his house? Who knew? These people get things furnished from Italy and they buy like Bali wood, you know what I mean? That's been cured for 30 years. And man, priceless items that will never be seen again were burned in those fires, man. Like, a lot of value has been just dispersed here. So yeah, I see the NASDAQ pumping. I look for it to go sideways for the next few weeks. Up and down, a big pump, come up and down, and then boom. Just really continue its trajectory further to the upside. And we'll pick back up on this on Friday on the macro technical analysis. But look, your daily's about to pump. Ride that NASDAQ back to the top of liquidity. At least, it looks like you're going to be able, you can get in right now, stop loss below this line, and just keep the trade open for a few days. Very likely you'll win the trade. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice. But what do I call these? These are uptrending semi-cup and handy. See, they have this vibe of a cup and handle, and they are racy. So, again, this puts the NASDAQ back in control. Beautiful bounce there. What are you looking for as a bull? You're looking for the continuation up, possibly move sideways. What you're not looking for, what you're looking for a bear is you're looking for the right shoulder here. You're looking at not to break that high at 21.8 and to continue lower. That's in the cards, but it's unlikely after the bounce here on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. The E-mini, baby, the E-mini. So we saw the E-mini, and it looked like it was going to pull back too as well. And I saw that there was a pullback. It did. It bounced off the 618, but then look, it ripped up. It ripped up. So let's see here. Are we going to get rejection, or is this a stronger move further to the upside? I'll be honest. I really firmly believe that stimulus and money to Ukraine and all this nonsense is just going to continue. They put these bills in as fast as they could, and there's more money printing right away. Now Donald Trump will slow it down somewhat, but it's no politician stops the printing, the money. You know, we'll see. There's DOGE and all this crazy stuff, but until we get off the Federal Reserve completely, until we like relinquish ourselves back to the U.S. government printing our own currency, we're basically slaves to the Fed, man. No matter who's in office. So, and that's just the facts. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but it is what it is. Whether you want to believe that or not, it is what it is. But this is my idea for the S&P. It's going to bounce. It's going to go sideways, and it's going to rock. And by June, you're going to see a $7,000 S&P. They're going to print this money to absolute zero. This paper money is going to fly to zero. All right. So that's the S&P. Let's take a look at gold. A lot of you people just want to track gold. I am bullish on gold. I traded gold for about 10 years before I knew what Bitcoin was, right? And gold, look, that's a bull pennant to me. I went on the 3-day chart and saw hidden bullish divergence as there's a pull down on the RSI or there's a pull up on price action. That tells me that you will not break this low. You'll break this high. And so far, gold is assuming it. If we get that print, and there you're going to have it. So let's take a look. The DXY should be seeing signs of bearishness after its robust push up recently to the upside. We should be seeing a breakdown now on the DXY. So there's a chance it went parabolically out the rising wedge, right? But then boom, that stimulus comes out. You start printing 700 beans. You're overbought. Look, a little bearish divvy starting to form on this RSI as that is flattening out while this pushes up. You're away for the 21 on the 3-day chart. Your daily looks like a shoulder, head, right shoulder. Massive bearish div on the daily right there as these point down. While these point up, I see the dollar about to take a dive, my friends, and this is why technical analysis is so beautiful. Look for maybe one more right shoulder there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. The bearish retest and the fall down, baby. The fall down. Beautiful. And that, my friends, will be a nice little alt rally, Bitcoin rally too, as well as we see this drop back to where the rising wedge began and then possibly even lower below 105.54. I like what I'm seeing there. All right. Bang, bang, bang. So the DXY setting up for a pullback here. Things have changed in the last few days. One step at a time, my friends. One day, one candle, one step at a time. Bitcoin falling back as we suggested it would. All right. I did not open up a long. We sold the local top already as a trading group. Do not give back your gains. We are continuing to take those gains, hold those gains, and smack those gains around, baby. This is black coffee. Be careful, please. Do not watch me on black coffee. I cannot be held responsible for what I say and do on black coffee. Take hold and smack the gains all day, baby. Smack those gains. I don't even know why I'm saying that for, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at XRPZ, the one only. The banker's coin. XRP, the standard. XRP, the standard. The banker's coin. And so I gave you XRP here. You can't say I didn't. You could say, no, Lifer, you jumped on the bandwagon, copied someone's setup, and you're so full of old shoes, Lifer. You just happen to be here every day. Again, not taking a day off gives you an edge in every situation. I know the news before it's news. But here I am saying set alerts on XRP on 113. This is 2 days ago. Before it even happens, I'm telling you to set alerts on XRP. It's about to pump to 397. Okay, was that not enough for you? Now, if that wasn't enough, I remember circling the area, the buy zone for XRP with a circle on the live stream and being like, that's where I would be grabbing it. XRPZ to the upside. Just absolutely beautiful. And then that setup in profits. And then you knew more was coming, man. It's pretty awesome. XRPZ. And that stop loss never got hit too as well. Just to make that really clear. All right. And we'll give you that CPI data just so you know. All right. What came in? What made the market? How do they read this? Why did we pump? What's happening? So you can explain it to family and friends and sound like a G here. Core CPI came out on Wednesday. Consumer Price Index. What are consumers paying for things month over month? All right. What are they paying for month over month? And so 0.3% forecast, 0.3% previous. It went down to 0.2 month over month. Okay. That's bullish. That means they won't cut rates. If they don't cut rates, that's not that good for BTC and risk on assets. You want them to cut the rate. If they don't cut the rate, it kind of makes you wonder. So but it's so close and it's month over month that it became a nothing burger. So then we forecast 0.4 and we got the forecast. So to me, that's a nothing burger. The market kind of takes that the way it is and goes from there. And then here you have 2.9 and 2.9, another nothing burger year over year. So that's bullish. Okay, if this was really low and meant that, okay, inflation is the rate cuts are working and they definitely won't cut rates. But if this continues to stay flat or go higher, then they have to cut the rates. It's good for risk on assets. So it became a nothing burger. The last week, it wasn't a nothing burger, which gave that feeling that this one could be, but they really just used it to liquidate. And tomorrow we'll be back at it with unemployment claims at 8:30. So we had PPI, we had CPI, we had unemployment claims coming now tomorrow at 8:30. Put that sticky on your desk. And again, if unemployment comes in at 210, we're going to be good to go. If unemployment comes in at like 201, like it previously did, that could be somewhat, we could get a dump. So just be careful. You want to see this come in flat, 211, 213, 209, 210, and we'll be okay tomorrow, right? Either way, they could use it to see manipulation in the market. Watch your leverage trades tomorrow at 8:30. All right. Let's get it back into the super chat. So much to do, so little time in this 2-hour stream. Okay, we have Crypto Fish. Hey, Sam, can you look at my life choices up to and including 1998? Thank you. Shout out to you. Yes, let's go over your entire life, Crypto Fish, and see what's happened, how we can chart it on. Shout out to Galaxy Gambles. Like every day, can you look at GALA, baby? Shout out to Galaxy Gambles. Let's take a look at GALA and see what's happening for GALA. XRPZ with the boom, boom, boom. Even a bit of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder. Textbook consolidation after the huge pump. I did buy back in just to make it clear. Sold at 276. Got to buy in again in 222, 242, which is a blessing. This thing continued to blast. And now you're in the money again on XRP, baby. Shout out to all the XRPzians. And this thing is headed to 397. That's its next measured move from wick to wick, this wick to that wick here. Algorithmically tells me that is likely going to the $4, basically psychological area. And again, there is a bigger leg, but we'll likely consolidate before this happens. And there'll be another flag, and it does tell us we're going somewhere up to $5 and 777. Look at the 777s, man, every time. But 5.0777. Let's take a look at GALA for you now. But that's XRP in a bit of a nutshell. Right there. So I have GALA. I hold GALA. I believe this is a great price to get into GALA. If you pull your Fibonacci from this impulse here, and you can see we bounce off the 786, the master friend golden money printer, man. But what a move. What an absolutely beautiful move here. And the target there is 82 cents. Unbelievable. Oh, no, sorry, 8 cents and 0.2 cents. I'm in GALA. It's going to rock. I believe that's just the beginning. I believe we have some type of massive rally here somewhere by February of 2026 where the rally starts to finally cool off. and we're up above the all-time high and more. There could be a 30x coming out of this coin. I mean, I don't see how it doesn't get back to 90, but only time will tell. I'm holding it for at least a 10 to 20x, and we'll go from there. When gaming comes back strong, GALA will lead the way, and that is the most undervalued area to cop anything of any nature, of any asset. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you the statistical areas. If you go back through time and pull a Fibonacci, an asset near the 786 is usually an absolute steal. Again, nothing is guaranteed. All right. And shout out to Jimmy again for the $50. You didn't have to, but you did. Yonito, Savella, we love you. Joker NYC, thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we check DIA on the daily? Let's check DIA on the daily for Joker NYC. Make sure that music's not too loud for you. I don't want it to be too encompassing. I want your knowledge to be really focused here on the chats. I'm going to use CoinEx, I guess, because I don't see it on Messi. I got it on Kraken. On Kraken. Binance US too. A bunch of different places have it. KuCoin has it as well. So DIA here on CoinEx. So the last time I saw it, someone asked me, and I probably said, hey, it's going to bounce off the 618, which it did. Then we had the Bitcoin melee, which got the rip down. Then we had this kind of right shoulder. Now it looks a little sketchy. Let's take a look at what I see now for DIA. I'd like to go to the weekly and just kind of, peruse my support or resistance on the bigger time frames. And what I do see is a big resistance from wicks, resistance in the candles, and a wick bounce right off that area. I see the stochastics bending and turning. This tells me that weekly is saying, hey, there's a good bounce coming here for DIA. This is likely your undervalued steal of a deal area. Like we just said, half the market is sitting in these 618s, almost like the beginning of a bull market. So that looks amazing. That's a half a cup and handle, and it just looks nice to me. We move to the 3-day chart as well. And you can see the 3-day also, it did lose this. There's going to be a little bit of resistance when you get back to 76 there. But I mean, that's in the golden pocket right now with low stochastics on the 3-day chart, with tight moving averages. After the bottom, the Adam and Eve looks backwards, but it's an Adam and Eve nonetheless. Your Eve is this way, your Adam's on the right. You see it? And it will maintain that move back to the upside very likely. I say it's only a matter of time till this thing pumps and gets to the target at 173 for DIA. Again, Bitcoin will have to play ball. We can't have some type of black swan, but right now, the way the markets are looking, Bitcoin stays above 97.2. You see what I'm saying? Bitcoin goes for that 8-hour 200 MA, goes up, really kind of starts pushing and staying above the 200 MAs. We have a good chance that all these coins start to recover, and DIA looks just ready to rock too. We go to the daily on it, and the daily is ready to rock. So I'll be honest, this is what I look for when I'm going to buy anything. I look for undervalue. I look for stochastics. It even has some hidden bullish divergence. If we go to the 3-day, I get, there's hidden bullish there. Meaning, if you look at the RSI, it's downtrending while price action is uptrending. That's called hidden bullish divergence. This is a known signal that I use to make massive amounts of money on huge time frames. I'll put in $500,000 into a project on 3-day hidden bullish divergence, and I'll hold it for 6-7 months and make bank. Okay, once this is how it is, you start trading the the small. You learn how to trade, and most people start trading the 1 hour and the 4 hour. You stay away from the daily because it's too big of a time frame. Then you understand the smaller time frames. Usually, you get your shirt handed to you on the 1 minute and the 5. You have no idea what's happening. Now it's been 4 to 5 years. You've traded the 1, the 4 hour, and the 1 and the 5. And you've kind of looked at the weekly sometimes, but you have no idea it's too big for you. After year 7 or 8, you start using the weekly more. By your 10th year of trading, the weekly is really, really your best friend because you've lived through weeks of trading now. So you've actually seen it. See, to understand price action, you have to live through it. Like, I can show you the weekly all I want, but until you live through the weekly with me, you do a cycle with me, you won't understand the weekly the same. Understanding price is living through price. And I found that to be true, and it's nothing I can convey to anybody unless you join a trading group, stay with us, and stay disciplined for a 4-year cycle. You got to see the whole cycle through, though. My students that make the most money, that are probably going to have the most knowledge ever and become the richest, are the ones that stayed with me through a whole cycle. They've watched the ebbs and flows of a bear to a bull market. Very, very important. That is how you really engage your mind to see the subconscious movements inside the back end of the market that nobody can see. Okay? And that's how you gain an edge. That's how you really, really push yourself to the next level. 100%. Bang, bang, bang. Ooh, I can look at my Jupiter allocation today. And shout out to anyone that sticks with Jupiter. Jupiter is hot. So DIA on the radar today. DIA. And we're also going to look at what's hot, what's trending. We're not even close to done here, filling you with the hottest information on the day. Never mind the super chats that continue to pour in. DIA looks hot. That was a nice call. All right. Much love. The official Gem Class podcast sends $5. They say, much love for you, Sam. The Phil Jackson of crypto. You build us up mentally for the charts daily to be champions. Salute at Crypto Lifer. God bless you, man. I wasn't sure if salute was a ticker. But now I know. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you to give. That will come back to you tenfold. You don't have to give, but you do. Crypto Bull, AERO weekly cup and handle. It bounced perfectly on the 786 dots. I love it. We talked about how I have that set up for AERO in the trading group, and it looks absolutely amazing. So yes, I mean, look at the bounce. And yes, if you took this fib from the bottom here and pulled it to the top, it bounced right off the 786 like it was supposed to, like a book was written for it. It's back above $1. I see this thing mooning to 352. They just gave themselves another entry. That's what they do. Whoever these big whales are, they pump the price. If they late, they suffocate the price to where they need it, and then they rip it. In the smallest amount of time, they make the quickest amount of gains while we sit here and wait. But that's okay. We're not the whales. We're at their whims. You have to understand that. Live, laugh, and love. We looked at XRP. God bless you. Thank you so much for that. And just in case, we'll jump back into BTC just to show you what's happening in case you got Bitcoin anxiety like me. Wow, it's getting a little bit of a ripski. Small time frame still somewhat sideways. Let's recollect our thoughts and see what's happening here as not to be blindsided by price action. So what do we have? We have an uptrend here. And we have a bit of a downtrend here for BTC. And we're getting tighter in the zone. I see this as a shoulder, head, right shoulder. At the same time, there's some support and resistance on the local time frame. I see this eventually probably making a shoulder, kind of a head, maybe a bigger shoulder coming down. But it could still rip to the upside. Anything is possible here. The key is if the 1 minute stays above the 200 MA, then the bulls are still in control. And we look at our 5 minute, and some say, the 5 minutes actually in a little bit of a bull flag here. And that thing wants to push. And it's attempting to kind of, that's, I tell you what. That looks like there could be a scalp right here. Let me get into my perp. And I got to build the same thing on the perp now. Right? Shout out to anyone that trades with MEXC or Weeks. The least amount of fees in the game are at MEXC. Weeks is also a second best runner-up. But yeah, we might even, put something like this going on. Sometimes I'm even saying, hey, maybe they dropped it, popped it, and locked it. I still remind myself that, the 1 hour is not perfect. But you have to understand, I've waited for the 1 hour and watched it just rip. I've chased the 1 hour and lost some of the gains on the day. So what I do here is if I do get into this trade, I make sure that I only lose. If I made $1,500, I risk $250. You see what I'm saying? If I made $500, I risk $150. If I made $2,000, I'll risk $350. See, how much I made earlier today will determine my risk on the next trade. Just because I want to make sure I go home with a certain amount because I have a goal. If I've already reached the goal, I don't want to go to sleep under the goal. I sat all night. I was up till 4 a.m. The last 2 nights, I've had trade opens all night. I've had to trade Monday night and Tuesday night to make the gains, right? So it hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been easy, but we've done it. And we do it by pushing every single day. I didn't know I was going to win those trades the last 2 days. There was no guarantees. The odds were very high, but there was no guarantees. The guarantee was I was going to show up every day and put my best foot forward. And somehow, some way, results would show up. I love the saying. It says, work really hard, no results. Keep working hard. Work really hard, bad results. keep working hard. You know, working hard, good results. Keep working hard. Whether you had bad results, no results, or good results, you got to wake up the next morning and keep working hard, right? So it doesn't matter what's happening. You got to wake up the next morning and keep working hard. When that hit me one day, it hit me so hard because it was like I need to simplify things for my brain to see them. I said, oh my God, Sam, like you have no choice but to just work hard every day. I said, there's really nothing else. I said, you better just stop complaining and push yourself every single day as hard as you can. This live stream is not easy for me to talk for 2 hours straight. Heck no. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life every single day, but I do it. And God gives me that energy. You guys give me the energy. You could do it too. Forget me. Anyone could do it. We're human beings. We could push ourselves to amazing feats. We've climbed mountains. We've swam to low depths. We've conquered the seas. We've done so much as a human race. I'm so proud of the humans, man. We've done so much on this earth, and there's still so much more to do. Can you look at Top Hat Boss? You know, Top Hat is hot, and Top Hat, I believe, is going to run with the narrative because it's connected to Colin. And see Colin at 32.5 now, the highest it ever was 33 mil. It's about at its all-time high. I see this thing going on a massive tear, and I own it. Of course I own it. I own a boatload of it, and I'm not going to lie. And if I own a coin, I'll let you know. All right? You can see I'm up another $3,000 on Colin today. 13,000 now in Colin. Colin continues to rip. Taking out my Metaplex position. Yeah, I have some of this. Yeah, I have some. I take shots on some little ones. But the big one was Colin. I got into Ava. Ava ripped it. I took that money, flipped it to Colin. And here we are. All right? And my biggest buy recently was Vader. Colin, baby, Colin. I don't know what that is. A fake Colin. Of 34% to 3 cents. I love it. I love it. So, yeah. You know, we're getting busy here in all ways, shapes, and forms. 99,300 for BTC. All right. I did not enter a trade. Don't get too crazy here. Looks more like it's going to fall back. Remember, keep that 1 hour trade idea open on another window and have that idea that we're going to be, you know, we could also just go awesomely sideways, everybody. This would be really cool if we do something like this. The more uptrending the flag, the more probability you're going to win the next one. You see how I do this? Why sit in that long trade all day long? I mean, I guess you can. But when you know how the 21 works, then I just sell and get back in all the time. The 21 gives me the ability to defy the, you know, because I used to be in fear. Because, you know, when you're first beginning, you lose. And then if you have a good trade, you don't want to give it up because you're like, oh, this could pay for everything. Like, say you lost 3 trades for 200, but then you're now up 300. You're like, oh, I just want to make that extra 3. But you're away for the 21, man. And like people don't, and then they go back to like, you know, but if you keep stacking away from the 21, selling off, you know. So anytime I gap for the 21, I'm taking profits. And it just becomes a habit over and over and over again. All right. And that will become something that you can rely on yourself. Isn't that amazing? I got to get a stand for the mixer right here so I can just like hit it with the hand. I'm going to have to get a stand for the mixer and put it right here. I've been thinking about it. Conrad, mixer stand, write it down. All right, let's take a look at Top Hat. Why I believe Top Hat's going to be big is because it has something to do with Colin. If you go to Top Hat, Colin's all over the website, and Colin's starting to gain some steam. We talked about Top Hat probably almost 2 weeks ago now, right? $80 million market cap last night when I put it in my video. Oh, wow, they even have it for VVAF, which we found on the channel when we were doing those Vs one day. And someone said, Sam, we talked about V, and then you said V, and it's the 22nd. And then I found the coin. It was really weird. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right Top Hat here. The one that I want to see is, I don't want to, yeah, the Soul. Yeah. So, wow, yeah, it bounced up to 96 mil market cap. Little flag right there, did a little wiggle. Broke the parabola, but I still see big gains. Let's take a look here on the daily. So yeah, if you just like daily traded it, and these coins, I mean, they really do a good job of just, look, I don't even have to use indicators on a lot of these coins. I just trade price action. Like, it's really simple. Like, previous resistance, support, bounce. I bet you could do ICT all over these things. I bet they hit support, you know, fair value gaps. Like, look at this. It created a big gap right there. And where did it go and close? It closed the fair value gap. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's all a game here. But look, tell me that it isn't a fair value gap. Of course it is. That comes right down there, and that wick goes right there. There's a gap right there. We dump. Where does price go to fill the gap and rip to the top? Take out the highs, come back to the breaker block, rip out, and look at that thing mooning, right? And now it's in price discovery. So top hat's about to rip, and I don't see how top hat doesn't move to 15. So we were talking about top hat somewhere around here when I first talked about it. Top hat. And on the dip too. That's why it's good to have someone, to be in a trading group with someone that doesn't take a day off, because you're just more likely not to miss anything. But look, yesterday at 12:30, Tri-Sig Talbot top hat on the radar for AI agents. Talbot top hat on the radar, 1.7. All right, this is a week ago. Top hat on CoinGecko. Someone's talking about it. I would watch top hat. This is on 1.4. All right. Top hat looks like it will be big based on research and pure speculation. Right? I'm looking at it on 1.3. So I first learned about top hat. I first learned about top hat on 1.15. The first time Top G makes his way into the stream. And wow, look at all this. Vader for 59%, XRP for 17%, an accurate call on Bitcoin that ripped beautifully to the upside. We actually haven't, I mean, you should put the whole trade in there, but the one from last night, I'll show you guys. We'll do it. Anti-rug for 99% gains, and that thing looks hot. And Ava up the flag for another 85%. Accurate NASDAQ call yesterday, another accurate Bitcoin call the night before, and then never mind my elite that's also putting out charts that are hitting constantly. We also do shorts. We nailed that short on the M pattern there. Stop loss never got hit, ripped to the downside. So you do whatever you want. I'll be here 7 days a week for less than $3 a day. We make it very simple and easy to join the trading group, and we're going to show you exactly how right now. You just go to the pinned comment, click on this link, and it takes you to cryptolifer.com. We just built a beautiful new website. We put $30,000 into it. We're not playing games. Basic, 99, quarterly, or annual. Jump on in today. You can save 10% too. All right. So I can't wait to see you in the trading group. I can't wait to see you get the education you deserve. I'm here every single day inside the trading group. There is a course already there for you to take. I already have a built-in trading course inside of the group in the content directory. It has divergences, Fibonacci, rising wedges, how to trade patterns, measured moves, complex inverse head and shoulders, double tops, double bottoms, triangle patterns, and more. Never mind stochastics, Fibonacci masterclass, bootcamp, yield farming, risk management, support and resistance. What is a swing trade? It just goes on and on and on. You'll be here all day watching all my videos. All right. Don't play yourself. Get in today for $99 and get what people are charging $2,000 to $3,000 for. If in 1 month you just spend your time going through here, it'll pay for itself. I am telling you, the knowledge is here. I don't play games. I show you how to do it every single day. I have a system that just works, man. I watch price action for years. I back tested what I teach you. I don't tell you things that I haven't tried out myself for years and years on end. I am a consistent individual that doesn't play around. If you're the same, then you would love my trading group. So it's up to you. If you're sick of what you've been getting, if it's not really up to par, up to snuff, and you're looking for something different, give me a shot. It's unlike any other trading group that I've ever seen in the game. If not for the experience alone, jump on in and see what we're doing over here at cryptolifer.com. Okay. Trust me, I'm also providing, I told you, the value goes up every single week. I just bought Cookie, and now I'm going to have deep insight into the AI agents that people that didn't spend their $10,000 on Cookie aren't going to have. So your 99 just got a $10,000 buy-in to Cookie because, you see what I'm saying? Like, do the math. Your 99, it's just, your $3 a day is just going to exponentially give you more value every time you show up. And then we do a weekly screen share. I share my entire portfolio once a week. It's just, come on. I don't even have enough. There's too much to list in the Discord to even keep going. Let me get back into the super chats and service you people properly and stop talking about myself and shilling my group. But I just love it. I love my group, so I'm going to shill it. because I think it's a great place to be. Just keep watching the flags. Like I told you, I like the 5 and the 7. All right. Because there's a chance that if this gets very tight, I'll have to take the trade. If it doesn't, then we wait for the 1 hour. But there's a chance here that there could be a move. And we're on it in case. Let's take a look at our baby Tesla. I made a beautiful call, 145. Since then, it has been absolutely ripping. All right. And what do I see happening to Tesla? I mean, we know it has balance sheet of Bitcoin. We know it got Doge. We know there's a bit of sprinkle of cryptocurrency. And when Bitcoin gets bullish. But look at this. I'm going to make a call for you right here for Tesla. Again, the last time I made a Tesla call was right here. Somewhere at 145 area. I said, there's your inverted head and shoulder. And I drew this for you. And I said, this thing's likely to blast to the top of the channel. And then I drew this for you. And I said, Tesla on the way to 700, 671, somewhere by October of 2025. It just looks likely. All right. May get there even sooner. You never know, but it's bullish. It's very bullish. So look at Tesla right now on the 3-day chart. Trajectory is kind of uptrended. It might get there by February of 2025, the way things are looking. Almost like the charts are almost conveying there's going to be a collapse in the dollar. I know this sounds really strange, but it says the dollar is just going to completely just... Because I don't see how Tesla could make that fast of gains that fast if the dollar doesn't implode. You see what I mean? Like, it's almost impossible. If the dollar slowly loses gains in Tesla, but if Tesla can shoot up that fast, which the charts are telling me, and show me the charts and I'll show you the news. So they're telling me and conveying to me that there's a move here for Tesla coming. You just need to you can get in right here with a stop loss below 364. High probability this trade plays out. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but I like Tesla right here on the 3-day chart. When the 3 days near the 21, when the Stokes are low, when the RSI is curving. MACD is questionable, but the MACD is exactly what it is. It's questionable. So I don't put too much on it. I see a bullish move here for Tesla. I see a move to 671 sooner than later. Let's take a look at MANEKI. And can MANEKI really come back? My back in MANEKI. We loved MANEKI. I still hold too much of it. I might have to sell it for a loss at one point. So MANEKI, beautiful Adam and Eve. It was supposed to make an awesome move. Did not. Came down for the triple bottom. So MANEKI's never been lower really on MEXC, right? And it's in a giant cup and handle. It basically has to bounce here sooner than later, or it's a dead coin. Let's be honest, I still hold my MANEKI, and I guess let's see what happens, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. I did back in the day. It seemed like it was hot. The narrative was running, but it's oversold, unknown. It's not an AI agent, and memes kind of took a back seat too. I still hear people squawking about MANEKI, believing it could come on up. And again, I'm not going to panic sell. So come on, MANEKI, come on back, baby. If it does make its way back, I see it headed all the way back there to 019, but it's going to take a lot of liquidity, a lot of time just for it to get back to where it used to be. At that point, though, it will be in a giant Adam and Eve, kind of with that little, and that could possibly propel it further to the upside, right? I mean, the real target for MANEKI could take it to 3.8, 3.4. It's at 0.04 right now. So that would be about a 7x, a little over a 7x. Again, I don't think it's worth the risk, the time, and the pain. Personally, if I wasn't already in MANEKI, I would easily overlook it at this point. But again, I'm in it, so let's go. See how I didn't even shill my own bag? See, if I was a shill, I would be like, oh, MANEKI's definitely going up. And I wouldn't even tell you I own it. I just said I own it. I'm down in it. And it probably isn't the best thing to do. I don't shill my own bags. I don't have to. If I did, God wouldn't treat me as good as he does. God treats me great. Me and God got a cool little thing going. All right? I'm not alone because I'm always with God. And, moment of silence to everyone hurt by the fires. We're doing great. It's awesome, but moment of silence. Shout out to anyone that was hurt by these LA fires, lost their homes, memories, dogs, cats, who knows, big or small. Any loss to anyone is not to be judged by me. No matter what happens in this world, no matter where we go, may all our experiences bring us closer to God and not further away. May we push away the devil's wants, desires, and thoughts that get into our heads and try to circumvent us away from God's love. Let us push forward with high frequency, with positive energy, and the beauty that love provides every single day. Amen. Thank you. All right. AVAX, baby, AVAX. And I don't know where that stuff comes from. When I start talking, it just comes, and I let it fly, baby. And I believe God comes through me and speaks, man, and just wants you guys to feel amazing and do the best you can with your lives. Amen. We are all beautiful miracles of the universe that will never come again. Your mom and dad will never meet again. They are so unique in their meeting to create you in this world. You owe it to the world to show us your uniqueness. We only really truly find your uniqueness when you're operating at a high level. We want that level from each and every one of you. I want to see that level from everybody in my trading group. I desire to push you to your limit every single day so you can find out what that level really is. Inside of you is a level you didn't even know about. Like, you ever play a video game and you're on level 3, 4, or 5? You don't even know how hard those next levels are until you get to them. Similar to the inside of you, you have a hero inside that can beat any level. But you don't know it until you get to each level. And as you continue to push yourself, that hero gets stronger, bigger, mightier, tougher. Before you know it, you've built something inside of you that you didn't even know existed. But it was always there in each and every one of us. And you've got this AVAX in the cup and handle. As I'm, spewing life lessons, I'm also giving you the cup and handle here. Stop loss below 27. Likely AVAX bounces off this 200 MA. I like it on the one-day chart. Gaming coming back. AVAX will get a bit of a move here. And I wouldn't be surprised if AVAX takes a bit of a move further to the upside. AVAX on my radar. It's a simple coin. Probably does a 5 to 10x at the most. Maybe not even a 10x. So it's cool. I think there's way better plays out there at this point. There's just too much more innovation. AVAX has been out for years. I'm not hating on it. I think it's great. I think it works well. I think it will be here in the long run. I think it's a great blue chip buy. Don't get me wrong. It's a premier coin. It does awesome. I remember when I first saw it around $4. Back around when it first came out, or $4 or $5, something like that. Not even $10. Yeah, what, $10? $8, right around here. And then it ripped to 12. And then I was like, I first found it when I saw it rip. And I first thought it would, remember AVAX, it reminded me of Ajax. I kept thinking of cleaning the bathroom every time I saw it. I thought of someone like scrubbing that white stuff with the, I'm like, AVAX and Ajax. Funny. Shout out to everybody here. Let's keep these super chats moving. We're not giving up on you if you don't give up on me, baby. We're moving to CONVO, KOII, and DOGE. And those are hot. Convoy is hot. Convoy, continues to rip. Look at Top Hat, just absolutely soaring. About to hit $100 million market cap. I see it head to 15. It's sitting at 9. That means another 50% gain coming. Top Hat, baby, Top Hat. And this thing's been hot. We've been talking about it since November 7th. October, no, somewhere right around here, I guess, Top Hat. So it was out a lot earlier. I think I heard about it around here, but I didn't know it really. I'll be honest, I didn't know about it. Let's take a look at CONVO. I was too busy researching KOLIN. All right. Hey. There's CONVO Agent. There's CONVO W. Yeah, there's two different ones here. One's got a tiny market cap. One's got a bigger one. I looked at this one recently. It bounced off that 886 and is now hot. It looks like it could head all the way to 13 or 14 cents. I don't own any. It's on base and virtuals. Looking interesting. Someone just bought 12 grand of it 2 minutes ago. So that guy's hot on CONVO. Let's take a look at our baby KOII coming in at $126 million market cap. Is that the right KOII? 4 days on Sol. I honestly don't know. I'd have to do some research here. Let's just kind of take a look at KOII here on market cap. Don't ever do anything blindly. Always double check. Take that extra time to do the research. All right, it's important. Sorry, I leaned into the mic there. Brought you right in. Yeah, so KOII, $5 million market cap. And I've been telling you about this thing. And so, yeah, 115 it came out, and it just ripped like crazy. Look at that. It basically did a 50% move there from 0.08. It hit the penny, and then it got sold off. All right. Back it investor for Yahoo Finance. Amazing if dev team can manage more opportunity in the future. We'll blow up like big. KOII is an AI deep in project. Amazing team. So we talked about KOII like literally like a year ago and knew it was coming, kind of waited for it to come out. It's on MEXC. Let's take a look at our baby KOII. MEXC just like they get everything. Like they get everything. If it exists, they're on it. So if you just bought this when it hit the exchange at 0.4, you would have made a 3x immediately. All right. It then made this little flag here. Again, I've done this a lot. I get into, but again, it's very high risk. Like, look, and then people chase. But look, you chase a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Yes, they can break out, but you were chasing it when the stochastics were high. We don't get in when the Stokes are high. We get in when the Stokes are low. Super important. So this is something that I would probably, you know, maybe throw 500 to $1,000 in and just see if it does its thing. Previous support is resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if this is where it starts to consolidate before its next big move. If Bitcoin starts to move, if the market really starts to take off, the bullishness will feed in contagiously, and I could see KOII continuing to pump here. Now, it would be awesome if it does something like this and it gets you a lower price one more time before the rip. A lot of times, maybe you don't get that lucky, so I would watch both ideas. And if I was really thinking of sinking my teeth into KOII, which I believe is one of the newer projects, which could definitely 10x a lot faster than something else, and we've researched it, we know about it, we've been waiting on it. So I could see KOII doing numbers and booming up to 2156. I just want to see it consolidate first, and that puts an alert on KOII. I put vertical lines on the chart. Just big old vertical lines, and then I just right click them and add alerts to them. And that's how I kind of keep and then my alerts are all tracked right here in the alert section, which is basically like a watch list. So it's another quick, easy way to make watch lists, or just convenient way. I don't like using the word easy. It's a convenient way to make a watch list if you need to, if it's something that you're looking to do. Dogs on MEXC. Everyone likes dogs. They think it's hot. I don't like this coin personally because everyone else does. And because every time I look at it, it's trending down. It never goes up. It just seems to get beat to the face. So I don't know why people love it. I don't know why it's the most searched. It seems to get it has a huge cult following. But whoever has the thing keeps selling it off on these people. Tell them it's attempting to finally make the Adam and Eve double bottom. That could be your last chance. And it does something like this. That would be really what you're looking for dogs. And so I would set this up and play that if you wanted it. I'm not touching it, and it doesn't look good for me. So you do you. I never, for some reason, that project never appealed to me. And I'm sorry for the team. If you're watching, we love you guys, and I want everyone to win. But I can't like 5,000 coins, right? There has to be a few coins, and I'm like, a little sketchy for me. So we looked at GPU on that right shoulder, said it was going to pump it. It did. Little flag, but again, with that Bitcoin dump, it took everything down. So where do we stand? Where do we go from here? Well, that's a good question. I'd like to see this resistance here at about 119. And then I like this kind of uptrending. That's a beautiful uptrend. And then you're going to have to do something like this. So you're looking for this to consolidate. And it very well could. And it's telling you that that's a pretty dang good price because you're making that higher low in the set. And I'd go back down maybe to the 8-hour time frame just because, and so in my humble opinion, and again, I could be completely wrong here, but I've watched this type of price action many times. I've seen it on multiple coins. I do like 50 to 60 altcoin setups a day or more, maybe 200. I am constantly tracking Bitcoin. I've been dang accurate. I don't know what more you want. This looks like it's going to get tight inside the nose. Pull up the moving averages and then just explode. The price right here is probably one of your lower prices you're going to receive in the next few weeks, but I could be wrong. I like this right here for a possible move right now. GPU looks interesting for sure. See that? I'd never seen that. I don't know how I did that. The blinking. It's a glitch. It's a glitch in the matrix. I would definitely have eyes on GPU. All right. And again, if you're in the trading group, but you can't make it to the stream, you're running a forklift right now, or it's the way, maybe you can listen, but you can't see. We post this stuff to the trading group so you can stay informed with us and stay on track with what's happening throughout the day. Also, a lot of the people that come to the stream are awesome. We attract some of the greatest minds in the entire space, and they give us some of the hottest coins in the game. And we appreciate that, and we love you guys for it. Let's take a look at SYMP, ChatGPT, and FET. I'm going to stay here with GPT here, CGPT, Chain GPT. All right, we got into this one very early. Like, we're talking a year ago now. A long, long time ago. So it's nice to see the gains finally coming here after this just long-awaited move. I got in somewhere here. When it first came out, I saw it rip. And I was like, man, knew I should have got it. I saw it go from like 9 to like 27. Then when it came back down, I got in around like 10 cents. And then it dumped all the way to a penny. And I was like, dude, this thing stinks. Then before I knew it, I was up again, 3x. And then it did a 5x for me. And it came all the way back down again. And now we're kind of sitting at a 4x from where I got in. And I've been holding it ever since I bought it. And I even think I bought it on the live stream. I really think you can see me buying this in May of 2023. We're talking 2 years now I've been in this bull run. It's been a 2-year bull run. It's been insane. So the last time I looked at it, I said, set alerts, look at the flag. It did break out the flag. The target says it goes to 58, and so far there's nothing really stopping it from getting there. You know, you just map it out. You take a look at what you're seeing, and this suggests that you are going further to the upside here for Chain GPT. It's bullish. A lot of people stake it, and it's creating opportunities. So I see it continuing to go further to the upside here, Chain GPT. So I like what I'm seeing for Chain GPT. It looks hot. Moving averages are good. You know, certain things could be somewhat better. It's a little loose, but look at that cup handle tightness. Something tells me only a matter of time. It stays above the 200 MA. It's going to pump, and that target takes you to 66, 65.8 about. Might have a little bit of stutter stepping at 59. And there is Chain GPT. I own this coin. I'd like to see that continue. And I'm just showing you what I see. It doesn't matter if it happens or not. Let's take a look at SYMP. Like Symphony, I'm guessing. I'm not totally sure. SYMP. And again, KOII is probably something I believe I believe I could DCA into KOII and snatch it, and it'd probably end up paying off. You know. We switched to tech the last 20. See if we can pull it off. This is on virtual. Look at the shoulder, head, and right shoulder there. Bullish to me, right? Bullish consolidation on the flag. Griffin did this. Santio did this. A lot of them like this pump. I take it from the initial move. And, I mean, yeah, you're pretty close to that 618. I'd like it a little lower, but you can't hate on that. And maybe took it from this impulse quick because that's really where it started. And it is a 786 bounce there with that. That's a shoulder, head, right shoulder. You can clearly label it as such. It's not even a joke. It's like obvious. Those break out 68% of the time, and then you would continue to the measured move at 3 5/10 of a cent. This thing has a tiny market cap. I know nothing about it at all. I've never heard about it. It doesn't have a website. I don't know why, but Simpson by Virtuals. I have heard someone talk about it yesterday when I was clicking through my different streams. So it is getting some buzz on YouTube. People are talking about it. It could continue to run. Virtuals getting back in the game. I just feel like Virtuals is just such a coin to swing trade. Like it just, you know, KOLIN back to the all-time high there, 33. KOLIN ripping right now. This looks really nice. I have to be honest with each and every one of you. If I was going to play something, this looks good to me. I'm a technical analyst. Sometimes I don't even know what the coin does. I like to look at the fundamentals though. I'm not just, some people are just TA strict. I'm TAFA, but I will trade something TA wise and never know what it is. I've traded many coins that I've never looked up what the heck. I don't care what they are. It doesn't matter to me. If they have volume and they got a ticker, I can trade the technical analysis. It really doesn't matter. And that's why TA really takes precedent. TA is TA, baby. It is the winner. SYMP on virtuals. And this is SYMP for virtual. All right. Alrighty now. I like it. It looks cool. You gave us something to pay attention to, sink our teeth into, and another hot virtual call here in the game. Amen. 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 Let's take a look at FET. All right. AB. Oh, wow. Super chats. Convo on Sol. AI Nexus. AI Nexus. Heard about this coin somewhat recently. AIX, yes. $9 million market cap. Sitting flat, high or low. TA doesn't look as good as the others. You never know. You know, the TA just doesn't look as good. Is it possibly double bottoming? Could it make waves? Anything is possible. But I don't know. Just you know, I don't know. Multiverse X though, I don't know. EGLD, come on, man. There's just, yeah, I think it's, you know. Let's take a look at Hollow Zone. Now there's Hollow Zone. I like this coin. It looked interesting to me last night. Let's take a look at it here. It was getting very tight. You see this? And whenever I see price action getting this tight, I get excited that something's going to happen, because usually what? Something happens. I have to tell you. So this just looks, the TA looks good to me, you know, and the project looks cool once I looked it up. And so I looked at this and it looks good. I would continue, you know, and I see the Adam and Eve beginning to form there as well. It gives me that kind of idea that you're going to get that move further to the upside. I could be completely wrong. This is highly speculative. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, my friends. All right. Hollow Zone on Sol. Let's take a look at VELO, which actually took a huge move recently, and we were spot on that puppy too as well. So I'm excited for that. The ICO open right now for Emerald on Sol, man. I really think you would be, oh, come on, man. I'm all set. Don't do that to us. Yeah. Don't do that. But thank you, Gabushi. If you really want something like that, DM me and I'll look at it first. That's how you have respect. You don't bombard me with one of those. You know what I mean? Because what if I don't want that out? And now it's out no matter what I say. You know what I mean? So you just kind of. Yep. AI 16 up 30% on the day. Boom, boom, boom. Toshi pumped 145%. Miggles pumped 45. On our memes going to start running again. It would be great if they did. Right. Let's take a look at VELO. And it started to break out yesterday. Does it continue to hold that zone? And wow, it really did. Nice pump for VELO. And it'll take its time to get to that target. But still up 25%, a high at 33 at one point. And again, it's up to you. You move your stop loss to break even. Do you stay in it? It's likely going to revisit the 21-day moving average, similar to Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin pulls back, so will VELO. And we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We don't know. We'll draw your twisted sister and trade it as it comes. Your next entry is when the 21 is touching price action, as I've showed you many, many times on many assets. Let's take a look at Fetch, the premier AI coin in the game, basically ASI, right? Been a lot of controversy with Fetch, beaten and battered. What happened with AGIX, and they really, I'll be honest, I had everything set up nicely, AGIX and Fetch, and it was all great. Now we have to move to ASI. Now ASI is quiet. No one really hears about it. It's getting outperformed and marketed by all the AI agents. Like Colin Swarm is going to market it. Who's going to do better than the Swarm? What human being is going to do, unless they throw a swarm at the Swarm and program another AI agent, and then I would be in that AI agent, because that one's the one that people want to use because that makes the most money. It's utility, man. I'm a utility guy. I never was into buying memes. It just wasn't creatively for me. Oh, I speculate because everyone else will buy this coin. Yay. It doesn't do a lot for me. Pepe, baby Pepe, blue Pepe, purple Pepe. Honestly, I'm going to say something. That is the corniest I've ever seen in my life, man. Like, seriously. And I didn't swear. An AI agent that I can really use. Something that can set up trades for me. Something that can actually analyze the market at a fast rate. Something that can give me an analyst idea. Like, that's worth something. Something that can write a book for me. Something that I can diagnose a health problem. Like, to me, that's cool. You know, I'm not that into a meme that just sits there, man, and you can poke it with a stick. I'm sorry. Fetch looks like it's going to finally make that higher low, and it has to double bottom here. This is its last chance to really show us who's boss. Its target does take you to $5, but it's going to take way too long, so much money, and you're only going to maybe 4x. So, man. So, to me, it's just not that amazing anymore. I still hold it. And we got in dang early. We're talking 19 cents and stuff. So we're up about a 5-6x, but it's taken years off my life really for that trade. It's almost like if I make a few $100,000 on that trade, it's like it almost like wasn't worth like what it dang, it took a lot out of me. Ancient 8. I like the name. I just like that. It sounds cool. Ancient 8. Now, I hadn't looked at it in a while. I remember when I first, but it's had a huge run up from 08, came back down. And look, it bounced off the Fibonacci just like it was supposed to. And you could say that it does want to go higher here. Ancient 8. It could possibly get all the way up to about 67. And thank you to the beautiful 833 people that did have the decency to hit that like button. That's so nice of you. Dear Lord, thank you for sending 833 beautiful souls. I'm so grateful that 833 people did hit that like button. I'm very, very grateful. It's very nice of you, dear Lord. And I hope to receive more by being grateful for what I do have. And I would love 1,000 likes. It would be absolutely amazing. If you felt like you got a lot out of this, please hit the like button and push us further to the upside. I'd be very grateful for 1,000 likes. It would be very nice. Let's look at AI8 and see how this thing could change hands here. You know, it might be doing something like this. It's bullish right now because it's in an uptrend, period. It bounced off of 618, but it, got a little bit of a sell-off. And so what I see happening is a possible... So this kind of has some right shoulder vibes, some, like a little right shoulder in here, a little tightness, and then boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. So AI8, Ancient 8 looks nice to me just on the charts alone. And it suggests that we could get this beautiful, area here where we'll fly further to the upside, right? So we create this, we add an alert on it. And there's another thing I have to the watch list. You can see how many coins I've added to the watch list today, just in 2 hours. I'm teaching you how to really do your due diligence. I'm teaching you how to stay disciplined. I'm teaching you how to map up the market. Days from now, I'm going to know what's hot because of all the time I put in now, the setups that you put in. It's about when you put in the work. All right. STD, or is it TD? And you put the ticker sign. I'm not sure here. The Duster on AVAX, he says. And we've been doing a great job keeping up with your super chats. I really appreciate each and every one of you. $189 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. That is an absolute blessing. May God bless each and every one of you. TD Big Red is RWA, harnessing racing on the AVAX blockchain. Big Red. All right. TD Big Red. There we go. I remember Big Red, actually. He came out. Yeah, he's like a red bear or something. Oh, he's a lion, is he? I mean, it's in a cup and handle, but it got beat to the ground. Gaming is quiet right now. If gaming comes back, this could be a low gem play. $4 million market cap. I think there's just so much better out there right now at the present moment in time to have to pick up a... But you never know. If this is your fancy, it could rip. There is a cup and handle there for this coin. Sam, on what time frame must you look for the pullback to hit the 21 MA? Honestly, it depends on your support or resistance. Normally, you'd want to see the bigger time frame, like your 4 hour. But a lot of times, you can hit the 1 hour too and still continue a pump. You want to see how big your momentum is in the 4 hour. This takes years to figure out. Like your subconscious mind will categorize this over time, and you'll get better at it. It's a great question. It's a question that took me years to figure out. Like, it could take me a second to answer this. Like, for instance, let's take a look. So now look, we're making the flag on the 7. Remember, I did not open up a long yet. We're still watching price action. Look, it's likely you're going to make this slumped shoulder, kind of maybe a head and shoulder now, right? You lost the 21-day moving average with the curve of the 7-minute. Usually says that it's now in conjunction with the 1 hour. We told you to sell the top here and to chill out. In my trading group, I even said, pause. We likely sold the local top. Let's wait for the 1 hour to reconvene. You should all take this afternoon to research coins, DC into things that matter, and take the afternoon off, please. Like, if you're a leverage trader, the last 2 days we did absolutely amazing in the group. The only thing you could do is give that money back. Check off today and yesterday as wins, and let's celebrate. Count your money. Take your wife to lunch. If you're a trader like me and you don't have to work a 9 to 5, take the afternoon off today. Give yourself some mental clarity. Pat yourself on the back for your wins. And come back ready strong this afternoon. We will trade into tonight, and I'll be posting things later on. I would take the afternoon off, get yourself ready, unless you really want to short the market or give back your gains by chasing madness. We sold the top. We're doing great. Let the 1 hour flip it back to the 21 day. Now I look at the 4 hour. See where the 4 hour is? It's a really far away too, but you're up above the 200 MA here. So what you want to see is you could watch the 4 hour too. It depends on what time frames you're comfortable with. We could sit on the 4 hour and wait for the 4 hour to touch the 21. These are all going to happen. The only thing is, sometimes, all right, what will happen here is the 1 hour make the flag pump. And so what the 4 hour will do is it'll make one more big green candle, or maybe like sideways and then a big green candle here, and it will just pull the 21. The 1 hour will be pumping. Eventually you'll get up here, you see a bearish div on the 4 hour. That's when you'll likely come back to the 21 on the 4 hour. So you just have to understand how the small time frames build the stepping stones, but the big time frames will have to come back. And same on the weekly, same on the daily. This will drive you crazy until your subconscious mind can categorize it properly. This is not for everybody, and this is why trading is not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it the way I'm doing it. And everyone would make gains constantly the way we do it in the trading group. And everyone would have an awesome trading group when everyone would want to follow them. It's not that easy. I have to be here 7 days a week. I put my life into this as if there was nothing else. This is it. I put my entire life into this. Okay? I sacrificed years of going out, years of friends, family. I was here in the screens 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, tutoring, grinding, analyzing, macro video, another idea, another live stream. I did not stop. Monthly, weekly candle closes, daily candle closes. It was obsessive. It still is. If you want to be the best at your field, you better be obsessed, because there's someone more obsessed than you. They are going to rock you. If you have a pizza shop and I'm more obsessed about making my pizzas better than you, making my customers happier than you, I am going to rock you. You're not going to outsell more pizza than me. It's just not going to happen. So, and that's the way we do it, everybody. We go after it. We don't stop. That's the lifer mentality. That's the lifer way. Amen to each and every one of you that want to take it all the way to the upside. Shout out to the 1,015 likes. Shout out to all my blessed people here on the live. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless you all. All right. Multi-time frame and alignment tells you when to do what. Amen. See what he just said? Understanding your multi-time frame alignment 100%. Let me get rid of this too, because I'm not saying this is a flag anymore. I actually see more of a right shoulder getting formed here on the 1 minute time frame, and possibly a dump all the way back down here somewhere to 97,300. There's a chance we test these levels. Hey Sam, can you take a little quick look at Pepe? Hey Sammy, Bob the Builder. And thank you so much for the super chat from Bob the Builder. And let's look at those balls jump into the jar here. I didn't get to watch one of them. Oh! I think one fell on the floor here. I'm going to have to pick it up later. Hey man, team of the CONVO and SOL is rolling out utility data across soon as well on their launchpad. Would be great if you could revisit the chart. I love how you guys want to push your stuff on me. Like the devs show up and they're like, they act like there's someone buying the coin, but it's the dev. And he's like, just a good thing, just check it out. They know the stream is hot. So CONVO on Solana is what you wanted to see. It's consolidating really nicely, and it's got a very small market cap. I hear it talked about too by Superman and some other guys that like AI agents, so I can see what's kind of brewing here. Unspoken words. I mean, that thing looks money. The TA looks good. Look at it. It's in a constant uptrend consolidating. What else do you want? What else do you need over here? Usually these give a bigger move though. Yeah. You gotta keep dancing. You gotta keep moving. There's nothing left, baby. 11:59, 2 hours of constant entertainment here. We didn't even have to do a Marky Wahlberg impression to keep you laughing, keep you smiling, and keep you pushing every single day here on the channel. But Sam, I played a cop, I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, Sam. I can get it done. Let's do this. I like The Rock. I played GALA. Hey, Sam, we looked at the wrong combo. Can we look at the one on Solana? 3.6, just signed up for the trading group. Bob the Builder. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here for CONVO. And I had looked at this one before. You can see my work. And it does look like the next target for CONVO is coming. And you say the team is working hard. They're building. We go away. 168% gains possibly coming from where we're sitting. CONVO on the radar. Low cap gem. It could go to zero. Be careful. Highly speculative in nature. All right. Super chats. Highest price prediction for SUI and SOL this cycle. You read my mind, Luigi. And then there's BUTTCOIN right here. I don't know. It just came out. Who knows? I just played the TA on this stuff. You know, I want to see it come back down and bounce off the trend, right? And then rip back up here. Thoughts on PBTC on Solana built and burn foundation function. Oh, that's interesting. I pay 112 in super chat. I keep track of everything over the last 4 years. That's all. I appreciate everything you've done for me. God bless you, man. That's so nice of you. Yeah. I appreciate Hoover. I don't know what's going on there, man. Yeah, people love to turn on me. It's really weird. But when you turn on me, you turn on yourself. Like when you're like, I gave this, I don't know. It's so weird. I find it really weird. People have done it to me a lot over time. Yeah. I don't know. My team writes the super chats down, so I'll go through them all. Yeah. Let's take a look at what he's saying here. I think you're awesome. I mentioned you yesterday because I drove by this truck that said Hoover. I said the Hoover family always hooks me up. Let's take a look, man. Maybe my team just missed it. You're blaming me for something my team did. You know? Thank you for everything you do, big dog. What's the highest you see SUI going and SOL this cycle? $5. That's like a long super chat, though. You know what I mean? I have to sit there and deduce the market cap to give a really accurate prediction of that. I'm going to have to sit there and do them myself. So those are videos that'll come out later on this week. Apparently you want them. I will work on each video for about an hour each. And I'll give you SUI and SOL price predictions for the bull run. But that takes me about an hour and a half of because what I do is I'm going to assess the market, look at the data. It's not something I can just bust out. It'll take me some time, but I will get to it for you. And I promise you will be very, very excited by those videos, and they'll be dedicated for you and you only. I'll say, hey, this is for the Hoover family, man. So no one else will do that. Amen. So I hope I can get back in your good graces and you don't have to put your foot on my neck for the rest of my life. Spotify playlist, please. Sammy, you're the man. Bro still works for $5 an hour. Amen. Hey, Sensei, could you check out SWE, please? Super chats, Dogecoin and PBTC. Knowledge is in power. What you do with it is 100%. If I teach you how to do stuff, if I teach you how to plant, and you watch a bunch of plant videos and you have all the knowledge of the world, but you never go buy a plant and put it in the ground, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you acquire, right? You've got to use the knowledge. 100%. You've got to use the knowledge. Let's take a look at Dogecoin and PBTC. Purple Bitcoin. And it keeps burning the Bitcoin and all this stuff, and that's great. And it's awesome. Double bottom there suggests it could continue to pump. It's getting very tight inside this little spot too as well. Target would take you to 112. Hey, man, I'm not going to argue with price action. Suggest you could see a bigger move there. I think I'm all set, though. You know what I mean? I'll buy my Bitcoin. I'm done buying purple Bitcoin. I don't know. It's just a little too much for me personally. But hey, maybe it goes. Good for the new people. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, no more super chats, please. We are done. We are done. Dogecoin. Yeah, don't get mad. Don't get mad at me now. I hold some Doge because why not, right? Be part of the movement with Elon. Be part of the paradigms. Okay, Doge. I see Doge making a big move sooner than later. And I put this out to the trading group. I see a shoulder, head, right shoulder. I see it consolidating. As long as, and if Bitcoin takes a dump, fine. This will reverse and dump. It'll be a low, a high, and a lower high. But I see this thing ripping The daily stochastics look good. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. I put out a trade for it that's already slightly up at 36 to 37 and a half almost. And I see this thing ripping to 69. That's its next big target for Doge. All right. And there, you get a freebie there. Hey, just felt like giving you $10. Been with the group for almost a year now, and my life has completely changed. Love you, Sammy. God bless. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Yeah. SEKOIA on Solana soon. Isn't SEKOIA with... Oh, SEKOIA AI? SAI, right? 40. I mean, this is tiny, man. I don't know. I'd be careful. I like SEKOIA with a K. This thing pays to hold. It was just a $50 million market cap. I talked about it right there when I first put it out, and then it came almost right back there. You could buy it again and then rip right back up again. This thing's in a massive uptrend. You gain other coins by owning this coin. It's like holding a hedge fund, really, or something. It's pretty interesting what's happening here. Look, it's making some type of trend. It lost the trend, got it back immediately. I wouldn't be surprised if it just gets tight before its next big leg up. This is a real project that continues to move, and it does what it says it's going to do. Since the first time I saw it, it looked like it was going to do numbers, and it did. It definitely did. Thank you so much, Arfray. Yeah. Can you make a Spotify playlist for us to dance to? Of course, man. Yeah. And Bitcoin back to 99 too, just hanging in there. Getting above that 200 MA. 5 minute looks like it may just do numbers here. 5 minute could rip. I'm telling you, I'd keep the small time frames on the radar. There's a chance we see $100,000 pretty soon. And this is it. I don't have all the answers. Sometimes the 1 hour will just continue to pump. It'll pump like this. It'll pull that 21 with it. Look at your 2 hour. Does your 2 hour still have legs? It does. Look at your 3 hour. Does your 3 hour still have legs? 3 hours a little beat up. So we're still in this middle point. There's a good chance that you get stopped out if you try to chase this one. The odds are just getting higher that the trades are a little And again, keep this in mind that you could be making a right shoulder. All right. I do like the lows. If these stokes come up here and you don't get above, then you're going to rip. If these stokes push up and we just boom, 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 boom. So you enter the trade here, you put a stop here, but if you see the right shoulder, you get out. If you see it start to slump, you get out. Otherwise, you ride that trade. If for me, I don't see the need to take it. It's a little higher risk for the day. I don't need to chase if I've already made gains. But that's completely up to you. All right. This is a free one. You're the truth. God bless you, Hoover. I love you, man. I never want you to be upset. I love you guys so much. You guys are like one of the nicest people in the whole space. So thank you. I will get that to you. I will work on a SUI and a SOL price prediction video this week. I'm going to make sure that's the next thing that I tackle. All right. Wait for the daily RSI wedge breakout for Bitcoin. Then the monster long to 110K. As far as concerned, it already did. Yeah. I'm going to look at PEAQ for you because I like PEAQ right now, and I think it's hot. And I think everyone should take a look at what I see for PEAQ here. So remember, PEAQ was hot at 45 right here in this flag, and then it felt like it was just gone and never to be seen again. Only to double top and come back down. Very interesting, right? I haven't looked at PEAQ in a while. Let's take a look at the daily on PEAQ and see kind of what it's doing. So it double top for sure. I mean, that's a double top. And look how the M made it. And then it revisited its previous support as resistance. What I would look at PEAQ was, I would look at it like this and say it was in a falling wedge that broke out, fell back inside, but is now back in the wedge again. Looks like it's only a matter of time till it could continue to rip back up to 95. This is what I talk about trading broken patterns. This is a skill that is acquired over time that most people don't have. And you just trade this the exact same way you would have traded it as if it was inside the pattern to begin with, okay? And this is what you're looking for here when it comes to PEAQ. And that takes you all the way to 96 cents for PEAQ. So anyway, today was an amazing live stream. I feel blessed to have all this time with each and every one of you. I hope I didn't miss any single one of your super chats. Ooh, that's so whack, man. Like, I go out of my way to never do that, and that was really horrible. So sorry. Not cool. Not what I'm about. All right. I wish people didn't make music like that. Like, that would come on randomly, too. Shout out to Cryptofish for the $5. Galaxy Gambles for the 2. Jimmy for the 50. Yonita Savella for 2. Joker NYC for $5. The Official Gem Class Podcast for 5 beans. Crypto Bull. Live, Laugh, Love. Stuart Crocker. God bless you, brother. KOFUN 007. Gave us SYMP. Looked interesting. Do your own research. Harris Jaweed. Maneki. We love you, brother. Paul Wood. I've learned so much. Bless you. Can we check AVAX 100%? Sam, check DM. Jupe Rewards Live. I can't wait to check those at the end of the stream. Sam, you are the GOAT. Shout out to Bob the Builder. Shout out to Matthew Bino. Stas, I love you, man. You know you're one of the best, brother. Amino Yazin. Daz the Fish. And you're so good to the beginners and you help so many people. You're awesome. Bear Adjacent. Evan Belford. Ivan Roke. Michael Allen. Ahmed. Mr. Blockton. Bob the Builder yet again. The Hoover family constantly. We love you. Check out TD Big Red from iHex3 and Barry UFC. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. Can we look at Hollow Zone? Jimmy Bitcorn with VELO. We looked at Ancient 8 from Matt Vieno. It has a website. Check it out. Thank you, Sensei Sweet. We were done with super chats at that point. All right. And God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Aid, I'll look at Sweet for you. This will be the last one, my man, just so you are like, you know what? That guy went out of his way at the last minute to still give it to me. I like this guy. It's in my benefit to be nice to you. I see Sweet really quickly here in a new uptrend. I look to go sideways and rip to $9. I believe buying Sweet right here is a move, and it's going to continue to pump. It didn't lose any of its, it didn't go back. It just stayed strong. Very likely like it's going to continue to pump. Look at its 3-day chart. Defied bearish divergence. Got oversold. Looks like it's just going to continue to go sideways. I've got about 16 grand in it. I may even put even more. Sweet looks hot. Everybody, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm out of here for the day. May God bless each and every one of you for being awesome, being amazing. I had a really good time today. The stream felt amazing. I felt good. I dressed good. And I believe we hit it as hard as we could ever hit it. So what else can I'm going to be so thankful to the Lord for everything that he gave us today. Thank you for everyone that gave me a super chat or a like or a comment or even just watched the stream. If you participated in the Lifer community, may God bless you all. If you want to join the trading group, hit the links in the pinned comment. We make it very simple and easy. Let me just show you that one last time. Might as well show myself after working so hard. Go here to cryptolifer.com. It's in the pinned comment. See, like the comments are really easy to see. If you want to join Weeks, we give you a link to join Weeks right there. If you want to trade the way we trade, I highly suggest you demo trade. I made boatloads of money trading spot. You do not have to go too hard. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I can't wait to see you guys all tomorrow for another beautiful, amazing, and just completely kick butt live stream. So bless you all. Thank you so much. I can't do the stream alone. It would just be me in front of a screen, right? So you guys gave me a life worth living. You guys gave me a purposeful place to be for 2 hours every single day. And you have no idea what that has done for me in my life and my discipline. So God bless you all. I love y'all more than y'all would ever know. Y'all say I've did so much for you. You guys have done so much for me. Thank you. Remember, do you know what the secret to success is? It's getting started.